welcome to not another episode of Making Stories Knit With, but a special video that Claire and I are doing today, which is an intro to Making Summer Stories, our gentle community-focused knitting event that is starting today and that we're running for 4 weeks until August 15th. I'm Hannah-Lisa, your host for today, and well, most things that happen on this channel. And I'm joined today by my lovely colleague Claire, who you probably know if you're tuning in. Hi Claire, lovely to see you.
Hello. Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
Alrighty. Making summer stories is something that Claire and I came up with when we realized that this summer was going to be looking very different for a lot of us. And it's not technically a cowl, it's not really close to a cowl, so we thought we would do this little video just to explain a little bit what it is and how you can get involved. And with this, I'm gonna hand it over to you, Claire, to talk us through a little bit about what Making Summer Stories is.
Of course. So yeah, we thought we wanted to come up with a way that everyone can connect, because let's face it, no one's really traveling anywhere, and normally you meet up with friends at festivals and things. So we thought it'd be fun to kind of get together and do a community project, which is, it's got a cowl kind of a feel to it, but really it's not that pressured. Over the next 4 weeks, we're going to be just asking everyone if you've knit one of our patterns in the past to come together, or if you're knitting one right now, whatever you want to do to share your projects and yeah, just connect with each other, share off your FOs, share off your whips, and we're going to be using over on Instagram, we're going to be using the hashtag Making Summer Stories, because there are going to be prizes. So at the end of each week, we'll be picking a photo all at random, and everyone will get little prizes at the end and get to connect. And as well as on Instagram, we're also going to have a forum, which Hannah-Lisa will talk about in a moment. So if you're not on Instagram, it's not a big deal at all. You can still join in. And yeah, so any finished object you've had before, send us the pictures for that. If you're working on something right now, or if you want to cast something on, like Hannah-Lisa and I are going to be doing. So that's where like a little cowl kind of thing comes into it. Well, you're all welcome. Just come along, show off what you're working on, and show us your knits, and it's going to be really fun. So if you don't have one of our publications though, and you want to get involved, we have so many patterns now where the rights are reverted back to our designers. So you don't need to go out and buy any of our magazines or anything like that to join in. You can always dive into our backlog, look at our designers, and pick a pattern from there and just get a single download from them too. So yeah, join in.
Yay, it's gonna be fun. So basically the only condition really to participate in Making Summer Stories is that either right now or at some point in the past you've knit a Making Stories project, or a project that's appeared in one of our publications. It can be something from issue 3, the newest one. It can be something way back from 2017 from Woods. It can be something that you're knitting on at the moment. It can be something that you're casting on. It can be something that you finished 3 years ago. We just want to see what you made, and we want you to tell us a little story about it. So we're, as Claire said, we're hosting this on 2 different platforms. We're hosting it on Instagram, but because we know not everyone is on Instagram, and also social media is a time suck, and I think a lot of us are trying to minimize our time on it. It really is like that, at least for me.
Yeah.
We thought, plus it's like, it's not, yes, we can create community over there, but it's not really the sort of like cozy feeling that we are after with Making Summer Stories. We decided we wanted to also host it on a brand new forum that we've added to our website. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But basically, as I just said, like you only have to have ever knit something from one of our publications. And if you want to knit something along with us in the next 4 weeks, if you want to cast something on or finish a work in progress, you're more than welcome, because Claire and I both have, well, I have a pile of yarn in front of me that I'm excited to show you. And I think Claire has one too. So if you want to do that, you are more than welcome. How's the thing with the prices going to work, Claire?
It's literally going to be, so like I said, on Instagram, you'll use the hashtag Making Summer Stories. I'm going to put all this information in a place where everyone can see it, so it's going to be super clear. So don't worry about trying to remember it now. But yeah, you'll use a hashtag over on Instagram, and at the end of each week, I'll go through the hashtag. Everyone will get put into a pot to draw a prize, and we'll pull out at random. It's going to be completely fair across the board. There's going to be no favourites. And yeah, you'll get all this tons of fun stuff in the bag. There'll be a subscription to the Making Stories magazine, to some of our publications, some very yarny prizes that could be going out there. So we're going to try. Yeah, that draw's full of yarn, I know. So that lovely yarn needs some nice homes. So we're going to do whatever we can. I know the postage is super slow in parts these days as well. So I'll also be letting people, if you want a publication but you'd rather just get the digital version of it, you can totally let us know that as well, and we can send you that too. And it's just going to be really fun. And the same over on the forum. It's going to work the exact same way. Anyone who posts over there, they'll get put into a pot, and yeah, it's going to be really fun. And the thing I didn't mention before, which was the stories bit of it, which I completely forgot about mentioning, was we were also inviting you to, share a little story alongside your photo of your project. So it doesn't have to be anything soul bearing or anything like that, but just something fun. And just, it could be what the colour of the yarn means to you, where you knit it at the time, a making memory, anything like that. If you want to, we're not forcing you to at all. But we thought it'd be nice just to kind of get involved and share things and make it a real community feel. So
yeah, no, I love that. Let's talk a little bit about the forum, because I'm really excited about it.
Me too.
I hope everyone watching this is too. So let's address the elephant in the room. Ravelry is not safe for people to use anymore, which is the platform that we normally would have used to host something like this, but we just don't feel comfortable doing that. If you watched any of my stories over the last weeks, you know how I think about the way that they've dealt with the accessibility problems. And in addition to making essentially the platform inaccessible to a portion of knitters, I also feel that it's maybe time for us to have a platform where we can connect that's off of Ravelry. So this sounds also ominous, but in reality it's really fun. And until now, don't get me wrong, like we haven't come out with like a big platform or anything. We've just added a little forum to our website that came out like this thing, which it is not. But it's really cool. So essentially, if you welcome to the very straight up life of Making Stories, co-founder Anna-Lisa Haffagam. Anyways, we're going to pop the link to the forum in the down bar below, but you can also head over to our website to makingstories.com, and in the navigation bar at the top, you will now see a little thing that leads you to the forum. And essentially, it works like any forum does. You create an account and you can participate in discussions and you can add new threads if you like that. Now, because this is the first thing that we're ever doing with the forum, it still looks a little bit sad and empty. And this is why we're so excited that all of you hopefully are going to go over there and join us, because we don't want to be alone over there.
No, we don't.
No. How it works is super easy. You, as I just said, create a new account. We're working on setting up login with Google and Facebook, but because those have to be verified, that might still take a while. So for now, you'll have to create a new login, and then you'll be prompted to fill out a little user biography, which you're more than welcome to do. It's just a couple of little questions. You know, where are you, if you want to share that? What's your favorite Making Stories publication? How long have you been knitting? And then we'll have a few threads open to chat about Making Summer Stories, and also just for people to introduce themselves. And it's going to be really low key. You can just pop in whenever you like, share your progress with us, and share your posts where you want to share your stories with us. Take a couple of pictures or just upload them and show us what you've been knitting. The forum is, as I already said, is the first time that we're ever doing something with the forum. So we're also learning on the go. So if there are things that are maybe looking a little bit wonky, or things that are like, oh, like you're looking at it and you're like, I'm not really sure what this is supposed to do, please let us know. Yeah, that might happen. There is a topic already, like a little welcome letter from us. And you can, if you run into any weird stuff, you can just leave a reply on that thread, or you just send us an email and we'll get to fixing it. That's really all that there is to the forum. But I'm really excited.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie. I got a little kick out of implementing it and then trying to do some CSS basic coding to make it look good.
That's always fun.
Yeah. The last thing that I'm going to say regarding the forum is it's technically sort of not part of our website, but it will lead you away from the website. So whenever you want to go back to the website, just scroll down to the very bottom, and then there are little links that will take you back. So yeah.
Nice.
Yay!
I'm excited.
I'm really excited about it too.
Yeah.
I think there's one more thing that we haven't mentioned so far, which is that this is like Making Summer Stories is like a super low-key thing, but we thought it would be nice to just, if you want to participate, and we want to say a little thank you for joining us for the next 4 weeks. We are offering everyone a 25% discount in our web shop for the next 4 weeks while Making Summer Stories is running. We originally thought about this as a way for people to complete their collection, which of course you can do. Like if you're a big time Making Stories fan, yay, and you're missing 1 or 2 of our collections, maybe now's the time to stock up, because we're not often doing sales like this, but we thought it might be a nice little thing. And if you're new to Making Stories, it gives you a little discount to check us out. The only products that the discount does not apply to are the subscriptions, but everything else, you get 25% off, and you don't have to remember any code or anything. It's going to be applied automatically in the web shop. Yeah.
Yay. And that's just across the board. That's even if you're not participating, that is going on in the web shop. So
yeah, exactly. Yay. Okay. I think my live chat is broken again. I don't know what it is with the live chat and me these days.
Don't worry. I know I've got it open on my iPad right here, so I'm keeping my eye on things.
Okay, great.
I'm assuming the volume, the audio's fine. No one has said it's gone weird. So we've both got our earphones on, so I think we're good. So yeah, I've got my eye on it. So if anyone's got any questions at all, if you're watching about what we're doing or anything making stories related at all, just ask away. I've got my beady eye right here on it. So
yay! Okay. Is there anything else that we need to share about making summer stories?
I don't think so. Right now I'm working on getting some fun stickers to celebrate on Instagram, and I think they're going to be working soon. So as soon as they are, I'll let you know. That's just a little fun addition that if you're putting up a story or something, there should be some making summer stories, fun stickers in there on Instagram soon. They're just waiting to be uploaded. So that's coming soon. And yeah, it's just going to be really fun, and I can't wait to get started with everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so before we dive into the yarn, let's do a quick TLDR about making summer stories. So all that you have to do is either knit on a Making Stories project right now, or share a Making Stories finished object with us. You can do that over on Instagram under the hashtag Making Summer Stories. And you can also do that in our brand new forum, which you can access through our website. And that is also going to be the place for fun chatter and just chatting to people and connecting, which is really all that Making Summer Stories is about, connecting us with each other in a summer that is very much not looking like we all imagined it. And we just want to bring a little smile to your face. And we hope to do that with this, and we hope to see all of you in the forum pretty soon. We're gonna insert all of the links to everything in the down bar below, so no worries, it's all gonna be there. Okay, what are we knitting, Claire?
Yarn. So I have issue 3 here, and we're gonna be knitting this.
Yes!
Oh, I went the wrong way. Apologies. Right here. I'm so excited.
Me too. So
I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, that's the Petiola sweater by Stephanie Erb, designed in Carol Feller's newest board. And it's the top-down yoke with Estonian lace in the yoke. So it has these really cool geometric lines and little bubbles in the yoke. And
I love it. I've been obsessed with it since day one.
Yeah, me too. And it's
close up.
It's so nice. And I'm so excited about this because I feel like if we're starting now, so we're both in the Northern Hemisphere, if we're starting now, there's a good chance that we're finished by the time the weather turns cold. Why are you laughing at me?
You're like, I'm laughing at myself because I know how much I've got in the needles right now. But no, I have a feeling it's going to be one of those things that's going to... I'll start knitting on it, and I'll only want to knit on that because I'm a pretty monogamous knitter normally. So at the moment, I'm all over the place with a million different things. So I can't wait to just focus on this.
Yeah, me too. And it's. I haven't knit a sweater for myself in 2 years, maybe 1.5 years.
Oh no, that's sad.
No, it's perfectly. No, it's like I knit. I knit a lot of sweaters for myself, and then I felt I have more than enough sweaters now. I need to knit sweaters for other people, so I started knitting sweaters for my family. And then I don't even know what happened. I got pregnant. I didn't want to knit.
That did happen.
And then now I'm at a stage where all my friends are pregnant. I'm knitting all of the baby things, not for my own baby, but for their babies. So I just don't know. It's So I'm really excited. Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, but I'm really happy. Okay. We both chose the original yarn, the Nuance Board, which is a beautiful blend of merino, yak, and linen for the project. I've actually knit a sweater in it before, which is one of my favorite sweaters, and it's held up so well. Yeah, a few years back,
Oh, I didn't
maybe
know.
like
Nice.
3 or 4 years back, patterned by Truly Myrtle gingerbread sweater.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited because I loved working with that yarn. And it's, yeah. All right. You go first with your color.
I go first. I'm so excited. So what was the name of my color? Wait there. Cerebellum. I had to look at it for a minute then. So I have cerebellum.
It's so pretty.
Isn't it pretty? Let's see if I get it in the camera. All right.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Sorry, did you just hear Siri go off? I do apologise. I'm going to move her over there. That happens so often. I really need to turn that off. Siri didn't understand cerebellum, but we did. So it is, I'm hoping you can, it's kind of hard to get the colour properly because it's a really dark day here, and I've got my studio lights on, so I hope that helps. But it's kind of like, I'd say it's kind of like a heather colour, like a heather purple. It's a really cool purpley grey. It's got quite a lot of silver in it, and it's really pretty. So yeah, I hope that's showing up. Oh, it's so soft as well. I was so I've never used this yarn before, and I've used linen blends in the past, and it must be the yak in there that's doing it. I've never felt one this soft before with linen in.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited, and the colours, when you look up close, it's really like not variegated. It's just a lot of depth to it, and it's got these little long. Is that the linen? The little tiny strands that kind of are loose. I don't know if you can see that on there.
I'm not actually sure if that's the linen or the yak.
I don't know either. I like it though, whatever it is. It looks cool.
Yeah. If anyone knows, let us know. It looks so nice.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait to get started. That's getting swatched on this weekend.
Yay! All right.
Show me.
I hope it's actually going to show up okay because, yeah, it's quite dark.
Oh, it's so nice.
Okay, this is more it. So this is Mosquito Coast. It's going to show up really blurry, but this is a more accurate picture of the colorway. It's an olive green, quite warm though. Yeah, it's a bit tricky with the light behind me, so you can't really. There we go.
It's so nice,
and I really, really like it. I had a really hard time choosing a color. I asked Claire's advice, I think like 3 times or something. I was like, should I go for this? Should I go for that? Because I really wasn't sure. I've knit my other sweater in August Storms, which is this dark gray / purple, which is awesome, but I didn't want to use the same color. And I really love almost all of the colors that are in that palette. And then what made me decide for this is that I actually went out because I didn't have any summer clothes anymore, and bought a couple of things. And one of them is a cream pair of jeans and an olive green t-shirt. And I love that combination so much that the next time that I went back to the website to look at the colors, I realized that there was actually Mosquito Coast, which would be perfect for that. So I'm really, I'm so thrilled.
I'm excited. I think it's lovely because originally you were going to go with Angry Monkey, which I was pushing for because I really like the name, which is a really pretty colour as well. But I don't know, there is something about that one. I think it's super wearable and it's really nice.
It's super,
Marina messaged Marina message saying the linen will be lighter streaks because it takes the dye differently. Thank you, Marina.
Yay!
She's so smart.
Yep.
Yeah, the colours are beautiful. I was pretty quick on deciding a colour. But then I have like a system for picking colours to keep me on the right track. I have like a whole Pinterest board of the colours I like for. I don't do it season by season because I know a lot of people do that, but I don't do it season by season because I don't make that quickly. 1 second.
So everyone, meet Tilly, Claire's dog.
It's okay. Nothing's happening.
She's amazing.
No, it's okay. Go find your bone. Go find your bone. She's such a bugger. And Chris is in bed, so that's fun. Tilly. No, it's all right.
But I think...
Go find your bone. Go find it. Go find your bone. God, she's just going to chun her on now. No, I have a... I don't do it season to season, but just because I don't make that often and I don't buy clothes hardly at all. So, but I like keeping track of the things I have in my wardrobe, those kind of colours. So I have a palette that I like. I'm not really strict about it, but just a moment.
I love it because I think it really helps focus and make sure that everything that you either purchase or make actually fits with everything else that you own, which is what I find. Oh, hi, Tilly.
Sorry. This is the best way to keep it quiet. Say hello to everyone. And now be quiet.
Tilly, you're live on YouTube. I think for the first time in your life.
You're live to the world. What do you think?
Tilly's not excited.
She's not excited at all. She's like, something's happening outside and I don't know what it is. No, it's a really good way of keeping... I can't take credit for it at all. I think it was Alex Collins does the same thing. I watch her YouTube and she mentioned, I thought that was an awesome idea. So I like going around and putting together little mood boards of, especially keeping track of patterns that I like, and because if I go off on my own and I'm just like, I want to knit that pattern and I grab this yarn and I do this, I end up with, I used to do that in the past, I just end up with a lot of things I don't wear because they just don't fit into my wardrobe. And I don't make things, like I'm quite, well, for one, I can't afford to be buying sweater quantities of yarn all the time, things, so don't want to waste your time and your money on certain things, so I like to be a bit more thoughtful about it instead of the really erratic way I used to yarn shop back in the day. So yeah, as soon as I looked at my little Pinterest board and this, well, actually it wasn't this shade because I thought it was a completely different shade, but when it arrived it still really fit in well with what I like, so I'm really excited for it. It's so pretty.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see both of our sweaters progress together because, like, one of the colors is really quite dark, the one that I picked, and yours is quite light, and I think that just gives a different look to Petiola. So it's going to be really nice.
It does, and I think it's good for other people to see them. Like, that's one of the first things I do is go and search through other people's projects when I'm about to cast something on because I'm nosy. And it's also a really nice way just to see how different colours work and how the stitch shows up and things like that. So it's kind of nice that we're doing two completely different colours.
True.
Because at one point we were literally both going to get the frog on the wall, which is like, can we get the yellow again?
That is the color that the sample is in, which is awesome.
It's gorgeous, and you know me and yellow as well. So I was kind of like, I really want to go for that, but we didn't.
Speaking of yellow, I actually have a second side project that I'm also going to make part of making summer stories, but I forgot it. It's not in this room. Yeah, I still have my triage socks on the needles.
Of course.
Which I shared, I think, on Instagram quite a while ago. Let me just quickly. So it's this pattern by A.L. Young, also from issue 3. And
Love it.
I'm making a pair for my mom, and they are in yellow, and I haven't finished them yet. I'm about halfway through the gusset increases for the second sock, but I had to rip back because I mindlessly knit. It has this beautiful twisted cable panel up the foot, and I just knit too far.
I'm
Yeah.
not surprised though. I do the same thing. It's so pretty. I bet it's fun to knit that section.
Yeah, and it's
Just
so
keep going.
interesting because it's one of those patterns that takes you a little while to memorize, but once you do, it's pretty intuitive. Well, until you do what I do and knit too far, but it's fine. It's I started ripping it back, and I'm gonna have quite a few hours in the car tomorrow, so I'm excited to get some work done on that. So that's the second of my projects that's gonna make an appearance in our forum.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I have something to show as well quickly. I thought I would show the swatch for the kids jumper that I'm working on at the moment, because I'm going to be working on that at the moment. It's hard, the samples in process, but it's kind of hard to show it on there because it's bunched up on the needles. But there's a little swatch.
Oh, I love it.
Me too. I'm really happy with it. Do I have the other swatch? Did I throw it away? We had I had a completely different idea for the sweater for the kids collection, which in my head was really nice, and then I swatched it and it was hideous. So it's just one of those situations where you think, oh my god, that's going to look so good, and then you swatch it and you're like, yeesh. It was horrendous. I think in a different yarn, the idea might work quite well. Not in that, so we had a really quick 180. I decided to change it to a colorwork sweater, which I was working on it last night, the sample, and it knits up so quickly, mainly because it's like for a tiny human, but also that yarn is just awesome. I love it.
Yeah. And I really like the color work pattern that you chose. And I love color work on kids things and baby things, especially because like even if you're not super familiar with color work, you know, you're not committing to a big yoke sweater, but just a tiny sweater. So it makes the threshold really a little bit lower. Yeah,
definitely. And this is like so the color work in this sweater happens between, like, in the section between increases, because it's top down, so there's no increasing to deal with as well as color work. So if you've never done color work before and you want to give it a go, this will be a good project because it's small and like a tiny little human, and it's really straightforward. So because all the designs we're doing for that collection are kind of aimed with, they're not super complicated, because the idea is, especially if, you know, well, I don't know, I've never had a child, but I'm assuming if you're pregnant or you have a small child and you're running around and you're tired and you kind of want not a mindless knit, but something a little bit more relaxing and not too stressful.
Yeah. And that desire came straight from me when we started working at that collection. No, really, because I feel, I mean, my baby is almost freaking 10 months old. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. And it's, I really enjoy knitting at the odd row every once in a while, but I don't get nearly as much knitting time done. So I'm really picky about what I'm knitting at the moment. It really has to be enjoyable, and it shouldn't be just super super mindless, but also not super engaging. So yeah,
you want
very
something that if you put it down and then you have a few moments to pick it up, you don't want to be looking, oh God, where am I up to and what is this?
Yeah. Okay, I think, do we have any more questions?
We do not. Nope, we're good.
Shall we wrap it up then? Circling back to making summer stories. Tilly, what do you say?
We went off on a tangent.
Tilly, no, I love it. I love it. And I think like we have this idea of actually doing these check-ins, just the two of us, a little bit more often here on YouTube, so that we share what we're working on, and it has also like a permanent home. You can see us, hear our voices, see what we're working on. If you'd like that, maybe leave us a comment down below so we know that you actually like it. And we'll actually be back here in 2 weeks just under 2 weeks, on July 28th, with another check-in about making summer stories. We're going to share our progress and just chat a little bit with all of you. And I think we're also going to maybe see each other already next week. We haven't announced this yet. We've announced it that we're going to be opening our next call for submissions on Monday for issue 6, and we'll be hopping on YouTube to talk you through our inspiration behind issue 6 and answer any questions that you might have. So keep an eye on our Instagram for when exactly we're going to do that. But those are the next 2 times that we'll be live here on YouTube. And today is the official kickoff day for Making Summer Stories. So grab your Making Stories project or your FO, take a couple of pictures, share them on Instagram with us, #Making Summer Stories, and don't forget to head over to the forum, create an account, and say hi.
Yay, we can't wait. And if you've any questions at all as well, don't hesitate to email at hello@makingstories.com, because I will be hanging out there every day. I always check in, so feel free to say hello. And we're really excited for this, and
we
can't wait to see what you've been making.
Yes. Alrighty, lovelies. Thank you so much for joining me here. And Tilly.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, we didn't invite Tilly.
Okay.
She's a gatecrasher.
Tilly, you're officially invited every time that we do this, okay? Just so you know. Okay. Very excited.
Yeah, she's thrilled.
Okay, I'm going to grab my mountain of yarn and actually start taking it up, because I'll be traveling tomorrow, and in addition to working on my Treya stocks, excellent opportunity for swatching.
Perfect. That is a great opportunity.
Lovely. See you next week. Bye-bye.